This is the this is the this is the this is the
Hey everybody, my name is Claire, and today you're watching the program Say It Right. Good pronunciation should be one of the first things you learn in English. You can live without advanced vocabulary. You can use simple words to express what you want to say. You can make do without advanced grammar. You can use simple grammar structures instead. But there is no such thing as simple pronunciation. If you don't have good pronunciation, you have bad pronunciation, and the results of bad pronunciation are tragic. Even if you use great vocabulary and grammar, people may simply not understand what you want to say. So improve your English pronunciation with me. And today, we will look at the sound L. It may seem like you can't confuse this sound with any other sound in the English language, but there are many cases when L and R are mixed up. Imagine trying to ask for directions to the lavatory. Hello, tell me please, is the lavatory on the left? Well, not much sense, right? Okay, let's get started. First of all, we'll have some theory. Our sound for today is L. This is a consonant sound. This English sound is pronounced laterally, which means that instead of having your breath pass down the center of your mouth, it passes around the sides of an obstruction set up in the center. This obstruction, as you can guess, is your tongue. To pronounce L, first of all, curl up your tongue, put the tip of your tongue firmly behind your top teeth, and finally, make a sound with your voice. L, L. This sound is voiced, which means if you touch your throat with your hand, you can feel a small vibration. There is no friction, which means that air passes easily through your mouth with a clean sound. I think that was very easy for you. Let's have a little practice now. When practicing a new sound, there are 3 important methods. We'll use all 3, starting with individual sounds, then words, and later sentences. I'm sure you'll do great. So let's get started. Repeat after me. L, L, L. Leaf, letter, belong, ugly. Okay, that'll be enough. Just to remind you, I'll tell you a funny story from one of my classes. We were working on making sentences with words about food. One boy wanted to ask for liver. Unfortunately, his poor pronunciation led us to believe he wanted a river. So we said to him, "Are you that thirsty?" Well, it was a lot of fun when we found out what the problem was. I hope that now, after we have done such useful exercises, you won't have any more problems with these sounds. And as usual, at the end of this part, we have tongue twisters. The little red lorry went down Limaroo Road. Lonely lowland llamas are ladylike. Lisa laughed listlessly. Larry sent the latter a letter later. Just perfect. I think that this sound is really simple. We just need to put the tongue tip on the alveolar ridge, that is, behind our teeth, and make a voiced sound, L. As you could have noticed, the English language is full of words pronounced the same way, but written in different ways. Do you remember what we call them? Right, homonyms. Let's take a look at some of them with the sound L. Mail, mail. This mail is the kind you receive in the post. And this male is the opposite of female. It's a man. Sail, sail. This sail is what you do on a boat. And this sale is when you buy something for a cheaper price. Bail, bail. This bail is what you do to get out of prison. And this bail is what you do on a farm in order to gather the wheat. More homonyms? No? Silence. That reminds me of a riddle I was once told by my friend. What is the only thing you can break when you say its name? Any suggestions? That's right, silence. When you begin to speak, you break it. Interesting, yeah? It's all about the combination of various words in English. You can either break a vase or silence, depending on the situation. And now, we'll go to the next part of our program. Other than mastering your pronunciation, one of the best ways to sound like a native speaker is to learn a few idioms or expressions. Today, we'll look at a common verb, to get. Most of the time, this word is connected with the meaning to receive. In slang, however, it can be taken to mean to understand. For example, after explaining the lecture, one student asked the other, "Do you get it?" Now, for an expression. One of my favorites is, "It is better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt." What does it mean? If you aren't sure about what to say, or you don't know if your facts are accurate, it's better not to give your opinion at all. In other words, think before you speak. Do you get it? Okay, that's all we have for today's lesson. Keep on practicing your English pronunciation, and you'll be sure to succeed. Thanks for joining me, your teacher Claire, as we learned how to correctly pronounce the English sound L. I'll see you next time on Say It Right.